The Oklahoma City Thunder had a great 2024 draft class, but it seems Dillon Jones has the best potential out of all three players that were drafted for the Thunder, and for an odd reason. That doesn't really make sense. As we know, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they like to play small ball. They like to play positionless basketball as well, which kind of fits Dillon Jones right into the mold of what we're building for the long term here, as he doesn't really have a set position set in stone. That was highlighted in an article that we will read here and kind of break down and give you what I personally think what makes Dillon Jones possibly the best pick out of the entire 2024 NBA draft because of the unknown surrounding this guy. We don't know what he will be in the league. We don't know what he is bringing in because he brings in every possible skill set. Rebounding, passing, scoring, shooting, defense, everything about it. So we don't know what the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to try to develop him into. So we're going to break that down here on Thunder Digest today. Before we get out into all that though, quick word from the sponsor of today's video. We all know that the Oklahoma City Thunder are one of the top defenses in the league with players such as Chet Holmgren, Dort, and now Alex Caruso on the squad. But are you looking to bring your own sort of defense and protection to your web browsing functions? You can now, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. A VPN, or a virtual private network, encrypts your IP address. So when you're out in public, let's say at a cafe or you're somewhere else, you're at your place of work and you're trying to watch a Thunder game and the stuff you enjoy, like Aaron Wiggins saving basketball, you don't have to worry about someone coming in and stealing your information while you're just trying to enjoy the little things in life, like I mentioned, Thunder basketball. NordVPN has you covered. If you go and use code Thunder, this is the link right here, nordvpn.com/Thunder. You can go ahead and get a discount on your first purchase of NordVPN. That way you feel safe while watching your Thunder games and the latest episodes here on Thunder Digest. NordVPN also comes with cool functions such as a kill switch that allows you to disconnect from a network immediately if NordVPN is to quit unexpectedly on you while you are searching the web. So why wait on adding top level defense to your squad, unlike the Oklahoma City Thunder that added Alex Caruso to the squad, and go to nordvpn.com/Thunder. That is nordvpn.com/Thunder to add some top level security and defense to your web browsing today. That way you feel even more safe when you watch Thunder games or Thunder Digest videos here on the channel. With that out of the way, thank you NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. And now we can go ahead and get into the topic at hand. Thank you NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get into the video and topic at hand here and talk about Dillon Jones and why I think he's really a special guy for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It was great that we were able to go get him at 26 because he was someone that we were looking at in the 2023 NBA draft in the second round as well. So it is nice that we were able to go get him this year in the first round at 26 overall. And I do think he brings a lot to the team, and Rylan Stiles also thought so as well over at Sports Illustrated. This was on the NBA draft page, and this is the article we're going to be breaking down today, kind of going over what his thoughts were, because I agree with him on a ton here. And so sure, the Oklahoma City Thunder are poised to build off their 57-win season from a year ago and once again be at the top of the Western Conference. The Thunder have made massive moves to bolster their rotation that was already 10 to 12 players deep a night. This has led to some passiveness towards the Thunder rookie class, which is once again 3 players deep. Though number 12 pick Nikola Topic will be sidelined for the entire 2024-2025 season with an ACL injury, leaving Jones and number 38th pick AJ Mitchell still in play this year. Though many assume the Bricktown boys will be too good to find minutes for their youngsters, but specific Jones represents one of the most interesting names in the class. The Weber State project was coveted by the Thunder a year ago in the second round before the swingman elected to return to school in hopes of being a first-round pick. So as you can see there, like I mentioned at the start of this video, and first off, I love the Bricktown Boys nickname there for our draft class this year. I think that is phenomenal for them, and so I want that to kind of continue there. But Dillon Jones was someone that could have got drafted in the second round last year, but like he said on draft night when he was drafted, his brother told him, do you want to make it? Like, do you just want to be drafted, or do you want to actually make it into the league and make a name for yourself there? And so that's why he went to Weber State for one more year, developed, and he became that first round pick. And I think AJ Mitchell also brings a lot. He could be one of the bigger steals of the 2024 NBA draft at number 38 overall. He reminds me a lot of Aaron Wiggins when he plays on the court. So not only does he have value for the Thunder if he ever, makes it out of a two-way contract there, he also has value in trades because I think a lot of teams would like that kind of player on their team as well. So he just brings value all around for the organization when he's playing for us, or either, when there's in trade talks. I know it's really early to already be talking about trades for this rookie class, but you got to admit, he has a lot of value in a trade. I think Dillon Jones also holds that value as well. However, I think we're willing to hold on to him more than AJ Mitchell because of what Rylan Stiles goes into here in the second part of this article right here, where he gets into talking about the unknowns a little bit. Not only did he reach his goal, but Oklahoma City shipped off 5 future second-round picks to make it happen, signaling the type of belief top executive Sam Presti has in Jones. It is typically a good sign when one of the best decision makers in the sport has such a belief in your skill set. From there, you look at the Thunder on the court, where no coach likes tinkering with his rotations and exploring lineups in Oklahoma City. Bench boss Mark Daigneault. It will not be surprising to see the reigning coach of the year dip into his depth so far that the rookie is pulled onto the floor for the Western Conference contenders. With the shot to get on the floor, you then get to the most interesting part of the Weaver State project. What makes him such an interesting player is no one knows what he is or what the plan will be for him. And I don't know if the Thunder know what the plan is for Jones yet, because there's so many assets to his game that you could develop and make it, where it's an NBA level type of guy there. There's just so many ways that you can look at it. Is he going to be an Aaron Wiggins type of player? Is he going to be more of a, when you look at it, he likes to slash a lot and crash the boards as a little bit of an undersized guy height-wise at 6'5"? Is he going to be like a Russell Westbrook or John Morant type of player where they're going to be constantly crashing in and being physical on the floor? Is he, going to develop into a shooter? Is he going to develop into a playmaker? A defensive threat to, also be there for Lou Dort and Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso, where we're really trying to build up defense? No one really knows is what makes him so interesting. We don't know what's going on with Dillon Jones. We don't know what Presti and Mark and the organization have planned for Dillon Jones because he has so many parts of his game that are good. And I think I saw a little bit of a glimpse in the Summer League games where they're trying to make him into a physical player all around on the court. But then again, he also had a game where he was going lights out from behind the three-point line. So then again, I don't know. And I don't think anyone knows what the plan is for Dillon Jones. And that's what makes his path so easy to be the best player from the 2024 NBA draft class. It might not show this year. It might take him a year or two to develop, but 4 years down the line, I think he could solidify himself as one of the best, if not the best player from this draft class, for sure, because of what he can do for the team and what he can develop into a player in the NBA, because there's so many routes and different, directions he can go into in the NBA. Finally, last part of the article, kind of, hammering that point a little bit as well. Jones is the definition of an unorthodox player. Will Oklahoma City, who is known for positionless and wacky lineups, use him as a power forward thanks to his wingspan and frame? A guard, some sort of floating position with traits of each position blended together. The Thunder clearly have a plan for Jones after wanting to draft him in back-to-back classes, but what is that plan? The jack of all trades will be fascinating to follow all season long as the rookie carves out his lane in the NBA. So that's what the thing is. We don't know what position he'll play, what kind of, player he will be for each position. He could be a power forward because he does have a 7'1" wingspan and he's 235 pounds and he is a, muscular 235 pounds. It's not like a, round mound of rebound Charles Barkley, 235. It is a, oh my gosh, this dude hits the weight room. 235 is what he is. It's insane to look at him, and he's 6'5", 7'1" wingspan, so he can compete with power forwards because of his weight, because of his wingspan right there, let alone. Then again, he could also dominate as a slashing 2 or 3 dude and just slash the whole game and dominate down low in the paint and just poster everyone because he also has a nice little vertical as well. He likes to be physical. Is he going to be a point guard? He's going to be like a physical point guard like we saw in Russell Westbrook when he was here in OKC. We don't know. And that's the good thing about him going to the Thunder is it's positionless basketball. He can develop into anything here. Whatever the Oklahoma City Thunder need from him to develop into, he has that opportunity because we aren't going to be like, hey, you're 6'5", you're going to be a shooting guard. No, we're not going to do that with him. He's like, okay, you're 6'5", but you have a 7'1" wingspan and you can play fours very well. We're going to develop you to be one of, a smaller 4 that can also play the 3 for us as well. He has so many routes he can go down, and that's why he could be the best player from this draft class, because of the opportunity he has in Oklahoma City. If he was drafted to a majority of other teams, he might not develop because they will try to force him to be something that they know he can't. All right, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they know there are many different things that he can be, and they're going to kind of, what I feel like they will do is mix around a little bit, put him in games, practices, especially the preseason games as well. I think we'll see a good amount of Dillon Jones, see him on the court at, against NBA players as well, see how he does, see what he does really well at, and then try to develop him into that guy. All right, because there are many things that he could be, and that's the great thing about him. We just don't know exactly what he's going to be in the NBA. That's all I got for this video, talking about Dillon Jones a little bit, because I am high on this, and I'm high on this draft class. I think when it's all said and done in 2 to 3 years, we could have had the best draft class in 2024. Very well could, because Nikola Topic was a projected top 5 pick before he was injured. AJ Mitchell is already being considered the steal of the draft, and Dillon Jones, who is an athletic freak, who can be anything on the basketball court. This could be the best draft class in 2024 for any team. But let me know what you guys think is going to happen with Dillon Jones, what he's going to develop into. You think he's going to be more of a slasher, power, like a smaller power forward since he has that wide wingspan and that weight to him? Or do you think something else is going to happen to him that I didn't really talk about here? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.